What does it mean when it is said that a woman has hit the wall? The wall is an age or condition for women in life where men no longer see them as desirable, most especially the men she wants or thinks she deserves. Some women hit their wall as early as 30, some late on in their 40s, 50s. But I'll tell you, the wall comes for all. Some modern woman who wants to be masculine decided to leave marriage alone and go hustle, become strong and stay independent for a while. And true, they become successfully independent. It is when they get older that they realize how lonely and helpless they are, and then they now foolishly turn back to dating and finding a partner. But it is mostly too late. The wall has come for them, and the men they want no longer want them.
I used to like to stay in the house all the time, and I was like, Crystal, you're never gonna find a man if you don't leave the house. But y'all, even just getting ready, putting the makeup on, doing your hair, finding an outfit, going to shop for an outfit because you feel like I don't have nothing to wear. And then you get out there and nobody approaches you. What am I doing? I find myself coming home, I've done spent $200 on a meal and drinks and still ain't got no action. What's going on? I'm still trying to figure it out. And people are like, men don't approach you. I'm like, no, nobody approaches me. I'm like, I don't know if I look like I'm mean, or some people say I'm unapproachable. Other people say, oh, you look like you already got a man. I'm like, I don't. I don't know if I need to just put a sign on back. I'm single, ready to mingle, and maybe somebody will holler. But like, I try to like be more conscious of like smiling at people, starting conversation or saying hello, just so the guy can know like, okay, she's interested, or that was an invitation to have a further conversation. But y'all don't get it. Like, I don't understand. Help me. I need somebody to respond to this and tell me what I need to do, because your girl needs help.
You need help? She needs to know that she is at least 15 years late already. But now, for the not-so-surprising surprise, these 40-year-old women do not realize why men no longer approach them. They are totally clueless, and it's like they only age physically and not mentally. If you ask a single and lonely woman in her 40s right now why she is single, she will start going on about how men are scared of her because she is independent, or how she can take care of herself, and men are intimidated by all those. No, you're not intimidating, woman. You're just undesirable.
And another thing that's really hard about dating in your 40s is, for me, is finding a man that's not intimidated. I've dated, and then men see how I'm living, and it's like, oh, I can't keep up with that. And I'm like, I don't need you to keep up. The things I need from you, of course I want someone who has something going on for themselves. Of course I want somebody who can do the things for me that I can do for them, but it doesn't have to always be on the level that I do it, because that's not what I need you for. I need love, I need affection, I need the love languages. And there's 5, and I need all of them.
I need to make a reference to cryptocurrency here, guys. When a particular crypto coin is no longer in demand or is crashing, the seller is in no position to hold out and tell people offering to buy it at a lesser price that he only wants big money for it. And if he says so, he will have no one to sell it to. I don't know if you get me. 40-year-old women fail to realize the stage that they are at. They are not in the stage where they make huge demands anymore, unless they wish to remain single. They want the high-value men who obviously prefer younger women who are still in their prime. They get shocked that they are no longer the target market and reject the fellow men in their 40s for flimsy reasons. But over time, they slowly come to the realization that they can't keep a man, and that any man who talks to them is just there because he's having trouble finding a woman in her prime to bust a nut into, and then settles for her. They start realizing that they are going to be single forever. Then you see them buying cats to cure their loneliness. Let's hear more about what she has to say.
Honestly, like, I used to want like the hot boy, you know what I'm saying, that had it going on, the most popular, even from like high school. I always dated like the star of the football team. College, I dated the star of the basketball team. And then it was a phase of my life where I started to attract like dudes that was making a lot of money. And I was in college, and that was when I was exposed to like my first like millionaire boyfriend. And I was like, whoa, This is a different life. And being exposed to that at a very young age was like, it was a lot, you know, and then you get exposed to it, and that's what it's almost like a drug. It's like you get addicted to the life, the access, everything that comes with that. And I saw that like it was a trend. I continued to attract that type of man, somebody that was always like high in stature.
You see, I was just wondering what she was doing in her 20s, up to her 30s, that she is now so desperately in need of help to get a man. Then boom, she talks about it herself. A woman's past always matters. The average modern woman's mind refuses to realize that millionaire boyfriends are just a few and not everywhere. Most never meet one. Some meet one or two in their lifetimes. The issue with the some that get to meet, like the 40-year-old woman in this video, is that she fails to realize that the point at which she dated the millionaire boyfriend was her point of inflation. Or should I say hoflation? Her perceived mentality of what she wants, what she thinks she deserves in a man, increases. She started seeking and giving a chance to only the wealthy ones. And of course, these wealthy men were coming for her too. Why? Because she was in prime. Nothing remains the same though, and then she starts getting older, and the number of rich men who approach her reduces slowly. Her inflated mentality doesn't change though, in fact it gets worse. At this stage, let me call it her 30s, she has started making money on her own, and she is paying her own bills, and now she wants more than what she can't even get anymore. She not only wants a man to take care of her, but she wants his commitment, his protection, his love, and a comfortably higher net worth than herself. It's the entitlement that makes me laugh. A man of great status can love and prioritize a woman of lesser value, but a woman of great status cannot, because her priority will always be herself. So when 40-year-old women who have hit the wall make ridiculous demands like this, men avoid them as fast as possible because they are a liability. I get it if it was still a woman whose sexual drive is still high, who has not hit menopause yet and can still produce kids for you, who is pretty, young, and vibrant. But women in their 40s? Why would any man want to add such baggage to their already heavy loads? If any 40-year-old woman out there needs help in getting a man now, she has to realize that she can't use the same tactics that she used when she was in her 20s. Men don't need you. Men don't even want you now. If you want to have a man, you have to put in actual effort. And you also have to realize that the type of men you want, the type of men you were attracting in your 20s, are no longer available for you. Those men are now going after the new set of women in their 20s. The first stage is realization and acceptance. When you accept that you have hit the wall and you are not as desirable as you were, things get a lot easier, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find a man again. That will be all for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons for me real quick. And also make sure to hit the notification bell so you can be the very first to know when a new video drops. Thank you, and see you again soon. Cheers.